the JC Cooley Show. It's your life. Dr. JC Cooley. All right.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the JC Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah. Dr. JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. I'm your host, Dr. James JC Cooley, and we got an absolutely fantastic, sensational show coming your way today. And I tell you, I'm looking forward to this show. And I tell you what, I'm not going to give it away right now, but hey, Todd, it's almost time to get this party started. Let's do it.
Yeah. Come on. It's your life with Dr. James.
Hello. Welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. I'm your host, Dr. James JC Cooley. We got a fantastic show coming your way. Now, I really don't know what it is because I haven't been told. I haven't seen the script. I haven't seen the notes. Someone that I think is the executive producer is holding back on me. And I'm going to let her say, hey, Todd, you know, people hold back on you. I'm doing a blind show. I don't even know nothing about it. What you think, Todd?
I think you always have great guests, so I'm assuming it'll be a great guest.
We'll find out in a minute. I tell you what. Hey, how you doing, Dr. Cooley? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. And yeah, this guest on the show today, he's been on the show plenty of times. Actually, I think he's been on the show on a daily basis, but introducing to you again. So audience.
Wow. You said, audience. Somebody been on the show on a daily basis. Okay, I'm excited about this person. Can you, whichever platform that you watch this on, whether it's E36 Television, Transfer TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, and over 80 other platforms, welcome to the show. Also, if you're listening to us on the radio, AM, KCBQ, the answer AM 1170 out of San Diego, Todd, the greatest producer on record. And also K-Scott, AM 660 out of Dallas. Welcome to the show. If you want to be part of the show, just go to the platform that you're on or pick up the phone and dial 1-888-344-1170. What's that number, Michelle?
Say it again.
1-888-344-1170.
1-888-344-1170. So let's start with the show. So the title of today's show is called the JC Cooley Foundation, Options and Opportunities / the Choice Program. And we're having a sit-down discussion with the host of the show, Dr. James JC Cooley, on the JC Cooley Foundation, Options and Opportunities / the Choice Program. We're going to talk about the foundation's vision. We're going to talk about youth empowerment, leadership and community building, and the legacy of this foundation. So Dr. James JC Cooley, what to tell you about him? He's a military veteran. He's a CEO. He's an entrepreneur. He's a podcast and radio talk show host. He's an author of best-selling books. He is the chancellor of Viridian Christian University, and he is so much more. But what we're going to focus on today is talk about one aspect of his life, which is the JC Cooley Foundation Options and Opportunities / the Choice Program. And we haven't discussed it in a while. And there's so many great things that are going on. So let's get started. Welcome to the show, Dr. James JC Cooley. Woo-hoo! You got to appear on the show. I've never heard of a guest just cheering their own self on, but you go, man.
You know, that was the people. You heard them. I mean, hey,
Yes,
I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know,
it
so,
was
hey,
the people.
how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. And, we haven't talked about this, your foundation, the nonprofit foundation, in a very long time. There's so many new things that are going on with it. But let's kind of start in the beginning. And I know we only got less than an hour show, but we're going to hit the high points of this amazing foundation. So tell the audience, please, James, how the JC Cooley Foundation got started and why did you want to start it?
Well, I mean, it's amazing how we got started because I had no idea that it would turn into what it is. How I got started, I met this gentleman, Don Dixon, at the gym. 24-hour fitness, where I meet pretty much a whole lot of folks. And I was just communicating, chatting with a lot of the gym membership. They would come over to right by the jacuzzi. They called that my office. And he would be in the jacuzzi, and these folks would come by and just talk to me, whatever type of problem that they were having. They would come to me for some reason, ask me about it, ask me how or what did I think, how could I help them. One day, this gentleman, an older guy, Don Dixon, like I just mentioned, he was listening in. And he said, hey, wow, you seem to have a lot of influence in this gym. How all these people keep coming to you? That means something. He said, why have you ever thought about speaking at a Rotary Club or anything like that? At that time, I did not know what a Rotary Club was. He said, I would love for you to be a keynote speaker at a Rotary Club in Fallbrook. And I sat back and thought about it for a little bit. And I said, okay, not knowing what I would do. So 3 days later, he came and said, hey, we got you scheduled to speak Thursday at the Rotary Club. And I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. Why did he ask me to speak? When he did not know anything about me. I mean, nothing other than what we were sharing with the people that I was talking with. Anyway, and I think you remember that very well, Michelle. We accepted the invitation at the Fallbrook Rotary Club. And the thing about it, when we got there, it looked like in the world before I got there. And we had sent my curriculum vitae there, and they found out that I was educated and this and all these other type of things. So anyway, how I got started is I felt that I was pressured into doing this because they kept saying, "Hey, read the bio, read this. You have to hear this guy right here. He's educated. He's this." And so anyway, I kind of got turned off. And the speech that I had wrote, because I felt I was being judged. First of all, Michelle, you and I was the only African Americans in the whole club. It was packed. And I got up and I kind of felt it was, that I was a token at the time. And so I got up and I spoke. And I told, first thing I said, and I'll share this with you. I tore up my speech. I got up and I said, hey, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. Or I said, hey, I want to tell you guys a quick story because this is how I felt. I said, everybody seemed to have already known me prior to me getting here. And I heard at least 4 different times that you guys asked before I got up there, hey, read his bio. Stop, take 2 minutes, read his bio, read it. And I said, it's kind of like you go to the library and you ask, can you show me a book on love? And the librarian say, hey, it's a big old pile of books over there. Just leave this something. I'm going to get to it in a minute. Big old pile of books over there. You can find all you want to about love in that pile. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, first person, I mean, run over there and pick up a book and throw all the raggedy books to the side, grab the book that's all pretty with the double cover on it, and like, ain't nothing in here. So you throw a couple more raggedy books to the side, you grab another one, ain't nothing in there. So you reach down and grab one of the raggedy books. You start reading. Wow, this is everything I want to know about love. My point is this. How we got started was, I told them, I said, hey, that's how I felt in this coming in here. You guys automatically had already judged me. I was already put me in this situation. I said, my point is never judge a book by its cover. You have to understand what's in the book. Just because the pages and stuff like that might be torn up, so how that got started was with the Rotary Club. Mm-hmm. And Don Dixon, they gave me my round of applause after I finished my speech, and we went back. The next day, I saw him at the gym. He had mentioned to me about, hey, you need to start your own foundation. You need to do this. You need to start speaking. And he said, I am going to sponsor you. I'm going to pay for it. So that's how we initially got started with the JC Cooley Foundation. Is he donated a large sum of money to us to go out, start the foundation, educate our youth and young adults, and just let them know that they can.
Wow. Wow, we got about like a minute before break, but I wanted you to kind of think about it, which you already know. When you started the foundation, the idea came to your mind. What was the core mission and vision for what you wanted the foundation to achieve? So, yes.
We'll talk about that on the other side of the break. So ask that question again. So I tell you, if you want to be part of this great conversation that we're going to talk about the JC Cooley Foundation, all you have to do, just go to the platform that you're watching us on and go to the comments, ask any question that you might have. I promise you to get you an answer. So I'll pick up the phone and dial 1-888-344-1170. Again, that's 1-888-344-1170. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
I'm Dr. Michelle Cooley. Heart disease research saves lives. It's that simple. Thanks to medical advancements funded by the American Heart Association, more women are surviving heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases than ever before. But there's still so much work to do.
Hi, I'm Dr. James JC Cooley, and I'm raising funds to support life-saving research because every heartbeat is worth fighting for. In honor of Women's History Month, please join me in support of the American Heart Association and women's health.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
And heroes, get your copy of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold.
Welcome to Veridian Christian University, where faith and learning come together to transform lives. At VCU, we believe that education is more than just academics. It's about fostering a community of growth, integrity, and purpose. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, VCU offers flexible, affordable, and 100% online degree programs that cater to your busy life. Our innovative platform provides a personalized learning experience, empowering you to thrive in today's ever-evolving world. Join a global community of learners guided by an experienced faculty who are committed to your success. With VCU, you're not just earning a degree, you're preparing for a future that integrates faith, leadership, and service. Veridian Christian University, educating with purpose, transforming lives. Learn more at VeridianChristianUniversity.com.
It's your life.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And today we're talking about the JC Cooley Foundation. And I'm being grilled by the executive producer that I'm on a hot seat. But, I'm ready. Anytime we're talking about the JC Cooley Foundation, that's me. That's my baby. That's my main baby right there. Out of all of the other things that I'm doing, the JC Cooley Foundation is number one. JC Cooley Foundation Options, Opportunities /
The Choice Program.
So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Michelle.
Thank you, James. So kind of before the break, we wanted to kind of for you to think about, which you already know, when you started the JC Cooley Foundation, what was the core mission and vision that you had for this nonprofit foundation? Can you kind of tell the audience?
Absolutely. The core mission and vision that I had was when I was growing up as a little kid, I did not have role models or folks around to lead me or educate me or lead me in the right direction. And I kind of felt that I was kind of lost pretty much most of my adolescent years. My core values and my thought process, my vision, understanding, and focus was to make sure that our youth and our young adults that are growing up generations that's going to be future leaders of tomorrow had the necessary foundation so that we are able to hand the torch off to them so that they will have the necessary abilities to lead this world. The core values of the foundation was always dream big, think big, and be big, and also have an open mind. Be ready to listen before you talk. Honesty, integrity, and ethics was the main core values that we presented to all of our youth and young adults, and even adults. Families and everything. So we just wanted to give them a foundation to be able to expand, be able to grab knowledge, be able to put all of these things together where, just like I said, vision, you have a vision and you can see it. We wanted to make sure that if you got a vision, it might not seem reachable, but you never know. Long as you have an understanding of how to take that vision and be able to gather the building blocks on what it's going to take for as your vision that you might have. And so vision, understanding, and focus is once you get an understanding of your vision and the necessary tools that is needed, you have to identify all of those things because you have to focus on the foundation of what you're doing before you uh, complete or get started with your vision. So, core values: honesty, integrity, and ethics, vision, understanding, and focus. So, those are the primary core values of the JC Cooley Foundation.
Has the foundation's mission changed over the time since the foundation was established?
It has changed slightly.
Hmm.
Those core values are still the same, but our reach is global now. And we added a couple of things as we grew because we was able to um, work with supporters of what we believed in to gather a whole lot of things. We started having inspiration breakfasts on Sunday where you and I, Michelle, we thought that okay, we can have an inspiration breakfast on Sunday, and we'll pay for everybody breakfast. We'll have about 10 people
Hmm.
that would attend, maybe 10. So as we advertised our inspirational breakfast, it got around to all the schools in the Riverside County area. Well, we was thinking that, hey, just a quick inspiration breakfast. Our first inspiration breakfast, we had about 70 uh, young adults, the parents, and everybody to show up for that. And then we started with, wow, that's $10 a breakfast. I mean, $10 a head. How we gonna pay for this? So we reached out for sponsors. We reached out to others to help us out with our mission, and they came through. So we started out with inspiration as we grew,
Hmm.
and the word got out a lot more about the JC Cooley Foundation. We was able to partner with a lot of high schools, middle schools, elementary schools, where we would go in and we would talk with them. We'd talk to the whole student body. We'd start talk to certain clubs in the school, um, ASB, a lot of different things. We partner with the Rotary clubs. We partner with everyone to help us out with our mission. And then we was able to start raising money for scholarships
Hmm.
uh, for the scholarships for the surrounding schools, high school, primarily high school seniors that was graduating and that was going to continue their education, whether it was a four-year college or a technical schools. So we expanded in those areas there, and we continue to expand where we was able to partner with, we become members of the Chamber of Commerce, where other business partners that was there that understood what we was doing, that wanted to partner with us. So we just started growing tremendously. And, you know, over the last 3, 4 years, I think we slowed down, but our mission is still the same, is to go out there, identify future leaders of tomorrow, encourage them to um, do what they can to be a major success in our society.
So,
So I'm sorry,
no, go ahead. Sorry, finish your sentence.
and major success because they are our future leaders of tomorrow.
So, what role does mentorship play within the JC Cooley Foundation, and how are mentors selected, if any?
Well, mentorship plays a major role. First of all, if you're going to be a mentor in the JC Cooley Foundation, it's certain things that I look for. You have to have character. I mean, you have to honesty, integrity, and ethics is what we go by. And it cannot just be something where you just want to be there because you're part of a nonprofit organization and you want to go. You have to exhibit leadership abilities to inspire our youth and our young adults in our communities. So we look for folks that's willing to go the extra mile. It's not about the I, the me, or the my. It's about the we, the us, and the R. So we are always looking for people that has a love like we do for the generation, our future generations. So we're always looking for mentors that represent not just themselves, but represent the JC Cooley Foundation based on our vision, our understanding, our focus.
So, James, which strategies, in your opinion, are effective for empowering our young people?
Well, I mean, first of all, and I always say this all the time, the main strategy, I believe, is, and I tell you what, we're going to take
a break.
You can ask that question when we get back from the break, but I tell you what, regardless of which platform you are, whether E36 Television, Transfer TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, and other platforms, if you want to be part of the conversation, all you have to do is to go to the comments, ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer, or you can pick up the phone and dial 1-888-344-1170. Again, that's 1-888-344-1170. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
JC Cooley.
At Meridian Christian University.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com #1 release and bestseller book from author Dr. James JC Cooley, featuring the perspective from 11 other contributing authors. In A Black Man's Point of View, Dr. James Cooley unpacks his thoughts and personal experiences about the challenges, stereotypes, and feelings of self-worth that many black men face today due to a 400-year ancestry rooted in slavery and colonization. Yet, how so many black men move forward despite this history. Most importantly, A Black Man's Point of View conveys that all men, regardless of race, creed, or color, are capable of love, respect, and dignity. Described as a map to a greater life from the heart of a man who's experienced life's misfortune and harsh conditions, James shows us how beliefs, convictions, and a healthy mentality can help propel a life worth living. A must-read for all. Order your copy of A Black Man's Point of View by author Dr. James JC Cooley today from Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
Would never be the same.
Come on, come on.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, we're talking about the JC Cooley Foundation options, opportunities / the choice program. And as I mentioned to you, maybe I did not say this, but we started the JC Cooley Foundation in 2013, and so it's been in existence now for a little bit more than 12 years, going on 13. And we want to make sure that we last for another 12, 13, 14, 15 years, because our youth and our young adults need leaders to show and encourage them that they can do anything that they set their mind to. And always say, you got to want to. You got to want to. You got to want to be a leader. You have to want to grow up and be a leader in the world, not just in your community, but that's fine. Community is fine. State is fine. All over is fine. But the JC Cooley Foundation try to identify and encourage our future leaders.
Well, that was very well said. Let's talk a little bit about I know we ended off regarding mentorship. We spoke about that, but did you want to add anything regarding mentors in the program?
Well, mentorship is so important. I know you asked a question about mentors. Mentorship is important because I always say you never know as a mentor. And if you're talking, you're speaking, and you're communicating with our youth, our young adults, our communities, our churches, Rotary clubs, all that, you never know who's watching you. So you have to always be on your best authentic game, meaning that you got to always set the example from the way that you are. So some of the strategies that we use in mentorship is we always like to have group meetings. I'm talking about that, just like I said, our inspiration breakfasts was one form. But getting out to the schools, as I mentioned, we were speaking at least 50 or 60 different schools events a year. That had changed dramatically since COVID, but we want to be able to get back out there and do those things. So some of the strategies that we utilize in the JC Cooley Foundation, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk that walk. And as I mentioned earlier, honesty, integrity, and ethics, but being able to communicate with the teachers, the counselors, the principals, because they know some of the students that's in their schools that are struggling, and they identify some of the students because they see greatness in them, but the students sometimes don't see a whole lot of things in that because they are influenced by their friends, probably don't have great role models at home, and they just want to be popular. So all of those things are important when it comes to mentorship and being a mentor, is to be able to be honest with whoever you are mentoring, or the group of students, or the whole student body. Just like I said, we speak to all of them. And yeah, so hey, Michelle.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna turn it back over to you for one quick second.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to pull you off the screen for now. So, James has been talking about, mentorship, and started talking about the JC Cooley Foundation, the services they do provide for this nonprofit organization. But one of the most important things that we do advertise on regarding the JC Cooley Foundation, that's kind of a part of it, is of the It's Your Life podcast, radio show. So we use the It's Right platform. We have lots of diversified guests on the show who do talk about their life's journeys. There can be from entrepreneurs, doctors, whether medical doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists. We have musicians on the show. So basically, the It's Your Life radio show, podcast, television show, it's all about bringing the public, bringing different people to encourage others. And that includes not only the youth, but also encouraging others to see what's going on in this world and also to expose them. And they have nonprofit foundations as well. But getting back to the JC Cooley Foundation, we do believe in, a diversity and equity and inclusion. And we do incorporate that within our mission. And can you talk about that a little bit about that, James, about how does the foundation incorporate DEI in its mission and its vision?
Well, diversity, equity, and inclusion. I know that the federal government and under this administration do not care about that. We believe that everybody is important. We believe that everyone has purpose, regardless of race, creed, or color. I don't think diversity, equity, inclusion is all about frauders and that. I mean, I believe that sometimes it is unfair. But we want to encourage everyone to work together, live together, understand each other because of the differences and all that. I mean, it's always going to be differences. But if there is diversity around, people tend to learn from others. And if you include them in conversations or whatever that might be, it's so important for developing skill sets and developing your personality where you can be you and not be fearful of what someone else is going to think. So diversity, equity, equity, inclusion. Equity is you build a better student or employee by including them and letting them have understanding. In the JC Cooley Foundation, what we do a lot of times is we do role plays, a role where everyone is included. We identify scripts where our youth and our young adults get an opportunity to act out, be able to speak in front of a group. That's important as you develop future leaders of tomorrow, is communication skills and being around a diverse communications. I mean, people with different thoughts and different skills. A lot of our youth and our young adults and communities learn from them. So it's important to include everyone into whatever you're doing and let them know that they are important, that their contribution to a conversation, their contribution to anything that we do matters. And for some reason, I hope we get back on that track. I mean, I think pretty much the world kind of have gotten off track with that for some reason. But as a JC Cooley, we still encourage diversity, equity, inclusion in everything that we do.
So let's talk about partnerships with other nonprofit organizations. Does the JC Cooley Foundation have partnerships with other nonprofits or other types of schools? I know you mentioned high schools, Boys and Girls Club, but what about other nonprofit foundations?
Well, we currently right now, unfortunately, we do not have partnerships with other foundations. And we are actively trying to engage in that, where what we bring to the table, they bring something else that's going to help enhance their nonprofit organization help. But it had to be like-minded, similar to what we do, so that our mission, our vision, our understanding, our focus is being presented in that perspective. So to answer your question, currently we do not, but that's an area where we are trying to increase in. And I tell you what, we got to take a station break, but it's not too late for you to become part of this conversation, regardless of which platform that you're watching us on. Again, E36 Television, Transfer TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, and over 80 other platforms. And you still have an opportunity to be part of this conversation. And also, all you have to do is go to the comments, ask any question that you might have, or pick up the phone and dial 1-888-344-1170. What's that number, Michelle?
1-888-344-1170.
It's your life, and we will be back, and we'll be chatting some more shortly after the break.
Your life with Dr. James Cooley. That's right. Dr. James JC Cooley. It's the James Cooley Show. It's your life.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com #1 release and bestseller book from author Dr. James JC Cooley, featuring the perspective from 11 other contributing authors. In A Black Man's Point of View, Dr. James Cooley unpacks his thoughts and personal experiences about the challenges, stereotypes, and feelings of self-worth that many black men face today due to a 400-year ancestry rooted in slavery and colonization. Yet, how so many black men move forward despite this history. Most importantly, A Black Man's Point of View conveys that all men, regardless of race, creed, or color, are capable of love, respect, and dignity. Described as a map to a greater life from the heart of a man who's experienced life's misfortune and harsh conditions, James shows us how beliefs, convictions, and a healthy mentality can help propel a life worth living. A must-read for all. Order your copy of A Black Man's Point of View by author Dr. James JC Cooley today from Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, sitting back and enjoying this conversation with Dr. Michelle Cooley, because we're talking about my baby, the JC Cooley Foundation, and we want to extend, and we have extended overseas. I'm working with a kingdom over there, and I'm working with the kingdom called I go now Kwa Crew. It's in Central Africa, and we have teamed with them to help bring stability in with the youth and young adults there in the communities. And so I look forward to working with them, and as the ambassador of that country, and as one of the sub kings of that country, I look forward to integrating not just from that perspective, but also enlighten them on some of the things that we're doing in the United States with our youth and our young adults to help encourage some of the problems that they might have, especially literacy, and also help the youth and young adults, because 7% of the population in Africa as a whole is between under 35, in between 18 and 30, 18 and 35. And so that's important to us, that not only what we're doing in the United States, but what we could do around the world.
Wow. So let's talk a little bit. We've talked a lot about the foundation. When you took that break, I was talking about the It's Your Life program and how everything really is really kind of inclusive of the JC Cooley Foundation. Talk about this show, It's Your Life, of Dr. James JC Cooley, and how that kind of aligns with your vision of bringing people on the show, different walks of life, to inspire, educate, and motivate. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. First of all, I pinch myself every day to have this opportunity to have a television show, a radio show, podcast, and other things. And we utilize our platform to reach out to all walks of life, and let them know that they have purpose, that they are here because God chose them and brought them on earth for purpose, and also to show communities, the world, that we might be different in a lot of things, but when it comes to love, compassion, we all have to step up and inspire, encourage each others to continue to move forward, and also to show love and compassion. Now, we have had over, I think, to date, probably 800 shows. It's Your Life, It's Your Life Radio, It's Your Life on iHeartRadio, Spotify, a lot of different platforms, television, and all these things, because we want to get the word out there that each and every last one of us are a masterpiece in your own way, in your own way, and that everybody brings something to the table. So we like to uh, reach out and showcase, bring folks on. You don't have to. So we bring the medical field on, healthcare specialists, mental health, which is a major issue right now, fitness, uh, doctors, lawyers, ordinary book writers. Uh, I mean, every portion of life, we utilize our platform to show the world that we all are working together in sync. And if we continue to do that, even though we might have differences in a lot of things that we do, we have the same purpose in life.
J- James, what do you want the legacy of the JC Cooley Foundation Options and Opportunities / Choice program to be, as well as your legacy with the It's Your Life with Dr. James JC Cooley show?
Well, the legacy that I envision and hope is that the JC Cooley Foundation provided everything it had for the betterment of mankind and the betterment of leaders, our future leaders, and also encourage others to always dream big, think big, and be big at everything that you do, regardless of what anyone else might think. It's not about what other folks think, it's about what you think. So my legacy that I want to leave behind is that I did everything possible in my powers to instill that in leaders, communities, and everything that we do. So if someone remember me by that, that's all I want, is to let everybody know that the things that I do, if I'm not going to do it big, I ain't going to do it at all. You got to do it big. You have to want to.
Oh, most definitely. So what is your advice for our future generation, leaders of tomorrow? What's your advice for them on how they can make a difference today?
Well, first of all, you have to be open-minded. You have to want to be a leader. You have to want to be able to share your ideas with others, because you never know. You might have others that are like-minded, just like you, and a lot of times they are afraid to share their ideas with others. If you share your ideas with others and they are like-minded, whatever that vision, understanding, focus that you might have, you all put that together, and you're able to see the picture a lot clearer from that perspective. So that's is so important, that I believe, is being open-minded. Speak, just like Hamilton said, speak less. If you're talking all the time, you're not going to be able to hear what's coming in that can make you a better person. Michelle, we're down to the last minute of the show. Any takeaways that you might have in this?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on the show today and taking out some time to talk about the JC Cooley Foundation Options and Opportunities / Choice program. We are excited about how the foundation started and where it's going, and just the outreach of services that the foundation can provide for those in need, not only with the youth, not only domestically, but also internationally. And we thank you for taking time to be on the show.
I want to thank you for putting together another absolute outstanding show. I'd like to thank my producer, Todd, in San Diego and also in Dallas. Most importantly, I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners for tuning into the James Cooley Show, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Always dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. It's your life, and we'll see you then.
It's your doctor.